Hello, and welcome to your team building challenge. Today we'll be talking about one of the most mysterious sounds that has ever been recorded in our oceans. So as we all know, the ocean is filled with mysterious and undiscovered creatures. However, while we've dedicated time, money, and resources to extensively learn about outer space, it's estimated that we've only explored about 5% of our oceans. Maybe it's due to our lack of insight into the depths below, or the secrets that the ocean seems to still hold, that unexplained phenomena abound throughout the seas. One such event, dubbed the bloop, which was a strange and alien sound recorded in 1997, had the scientific community at the edge of their seats. As we've mentioned in the introductory video, different types of equipment and technology have been used throughout the 4 branches of oceanography. One form of technology that made pinpointing the sound of the bloop possible were hydrophones, or underwater microphones. Hydrophones are specifically designed to record underwater audio and were initially developed and deployed across the Pacific Ocean in order to track Soviet submarines. However, they have since been used to track ice noise, marine mammal populations, and their migration. So this loud and ultra-low frequency audio was recorded by multiple listening stations over 3,000 miles apart, further adding to the mystery. Was the bloop a sea monster finally awakening? Was it an unknown language seeking to establish communication with people on land? Or maybe it was an unknown government project that had accidentally been recorded. No one knew for sure. As time progressed, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, reached the conclusion that the bloop was not a sea monster, but instead an ice quake or ice shelf breaking in the Antarctic. This information seems to be verified by the duration, the frequency, and the characteristics that were similar to other ice quakes that have been recorded. Whatever the case may be, the bloop signified a moment in time when all eyes and all ears were focused on our oceans. We were forced to realize that even though we may believe that we've discovered everything there is to know about Earth, we've only just scratched the surface and need to dive further into the depths below to gain a deeper understanding of the knowledge that this world holds for us. So this brings us to your challenge. For this challenge, your team will need to create what you believe could have made the bloop sound. Although scientists are almost certain that they know what caused it, we are asking you to let your imagination run wild. We want you to close your eyes and imagine that you're floating in the deep ocean, 3 miles underwater in complete darkness. All of a sudden, you hear the bloop. Notice the details within it. Which sounds are constant? Which sounds are familiar? Which are unfamiliar? Is it a high frequency sound, or is it a low frequency sound? Maybe it's a mix of the two. Once the bloop has finished playing, your project must meet the following criteria. So your team must create a 3-dimensional physical representation of what they believe made the bloop. Your team must also provide its characteristics. Who or what made the sound? Why was the sound made? How was it made? Your team should also add general information explaining your project while providing a creative and unique backstory. Your team must also create a name for the thing that made the bloop. Finally, points will be awarded based on your use of materials, your overall creativity, and the neatness of your project. Good luck!